Hello. So in today's reading, I'm going to be looking into um, who loves you unconditionally. And obviously, this is not the only person, or honestly, I'm leaving it very open for whatever it is that, whoever it is that you need to hear from at this time, because this is obviously not the only person being, I don't know, whoever is coming through in these readings that unconditionally loves you. This is just the person, the energy that you need to hear from the most at this moment in time. So the more significant one in this moment in time for your highest good and your well-being. And yeah, so we have three piles to choose from. Pile one is going to be the Light Seers Tarot. This is how it looks. And then I was guided to show you guys the Ace of Cups in each deck. So this is the Ace of Cups. And I paired it with Tiger's Eye. It's a little heart. And then we have the Modern Witch Tarot, and that's how the back looks. And this is the Ace of Cups. I love this Ace of Cups. The colors are just like divine. Honestly, they're so cute. I don't know. I'm in love with this card. I don't have any tattoos with colors, but I would definitely get this as a tattoo. I would get the color for that. And then obviously I have it paired with the rose quartz heart because it makes sense. It's so cute together. And then the last one, this is the Wandering Star Tarot. And this is the Ace of Cups, which I love. This deck is new to me, but it definitely, when I interviewed the deck, it definitely wanted to be a deck that's dedicated to love. So here it is in its first reading. And this is the Dalmatian Jasper Heart. So I did use it. This is not its first reading. I did use it to clarify my last video. However, it is its first like official reading. So welcome to this cutie. All right, go ahead and pick your piles, and I'll see you in your readings. How it's gonna work a little bit while you pick. Let me talk. I'm gonna have some pre-shuffled things. Obviously, I'm gonna be looking into who this person is, and then we'll move on to the tarot portion, and then we'll get some advice as well from your guides, some oracles. So yeah, go ahead, pick your piles, and I'll see you in your readings. Okay, pile one. If you guys picked the, oh my god, I just went blank. The Tiger's Eye Heart with this Ace of Cups, which is the Lyseer's Tarot. This is going to be your reading. I'm going to put your little heart over here. And I'm going to put the tarot over here because I'm actually going to start with some pre-shuffled oracles that I got. All right. So these are going to tell me who this person is. We're just going to dig a little into like their characteristics. Excuse me. So I have like zodiacs. I use the Moonology deck for some zodiac signs. We have an animal spirit, and then we have one tarot card. So then again, if you missed the intro, that's okay. I'm gonna say here too. This is obviously not the only person that loves you unconditionally. However, they are the person that you need to hear from at this time regarding their love to you, for you, unconditionally, right? Whoever you need to hear from at this time to kind of like aid you in your highest good and your path. Okay, so let's see. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Okay, so this could be a Virgo, or I'm hearing mother right away for some of you, or you could be a mom as well. But there's something about motherhood in some sense there. A win-win outcome is forecast, which is a full moon in Libra. This is really interesting because right away I'm hearing mother and father, which is very interesting because I didn't think I was gonna get two energies. Um, but there's also something about like a couple. You and this person could be a couple. Like this card could represent you and this card could represent your person. That's something there too. Some people definitely have Virgo, I want to say, in like their Venus sign. And Libra, I'm seeing like as an ascendant, like a rising sign Venus or a sun in Venus. Um, if none of that resonates for you, it's okay. Like it doesn't have to, because I sometimes it gets pretty specific. But quite beautiful energy, honestly. Again, this person's saying that they rather give than take from you. Again, that very unconditional love energy. And the green makes me think of like the heart. Very, very heartfelt, this feelings for you. And then with Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. It's like everything is balanced between you. Everything will be balanced between you. It's kind of like foreshadowing. Like if you guys are not together, it's kind of foreshadowing, or if you're going through a rough patch or whatever it is foreshadowing how in the future, like because your love is this way, it's unconditional. So there is balance coming in here. There is prosperity. There is just goodness, good energy. Again, a win-win outcome. No one has to lose. Oh, wow. Yeah, no one has to lose here. Black egg. Wow, very powerful connection here. Very powerful person as well. More of more of this color. I like that. All right, let me read the black egg for you guys. So this is part of the spirit element in this deck. So we have all of the elements, right? And then we have spirit. So the egg is one of the spirits. So it's actually is it the one before the last one? I'm not sure. Because the last one is the cosmic egg. No, actually. Here it is. The bag egg. Speaking from an authentic voice and the truth. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe you and this person are about to have a conversation. Maybe that's how you can figure out who this is. Like you feel there's a conversation coming. There's where there's going to be a win-win outcome. There's something about reciprocity. Very, very loving, very nice energy here. Very, very much wanting to be diplomatic, fair towards you. And I feel like you feel the same towards them as well. The bag contains one of the essential treasures, the truth. Inside it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. Oh, so this is the throat, your throat chakra. So it is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Wow. Okay. So it says the balance of the center is important for all of us, but it is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. So you could resonate with some of that, or this person could they could resonate with some of that, or you could resonate regarding them with some of that. Like they could be teachers, writers, musicians, someone that's very creative, someone that uses their voice to bring balance into your relationship with each other, or if they haven't in the past, they're about to. They're about to be very giving and very open, very much from the heart. Quite beautiful. All right. Okay, and the Three of Wands. I love it. So there is someone here that wants to build with you. There is a co-creation kind of energy. This person, obviously, the reading is about who has unconditional love for you, but I just wanted to say that this person their energy feels really nice, very comforting, very inviting, very caring. It's just a nice energy. It's very nice energy to tap into. They definitely make you feel secure, make you feel like, even though, we all mess up and we go through things, they do make you feel like you could do no wrong. And that, I feel like, it is not the fact that that means that you don't do anything wrong and that you're perfect. That's not it. But even like when you mess up, this person just has this way of like accepting who you are wholeheartedly, that they don't, you feel it, you feel the non-judgment, you feel the unconditional love. And I feel like for some of you, this could be someone that you only briefly like had encounters with, or maybe you're not together or anything like that. But like I said, there's something about this person opening up and just saying everything that they need to say. Um, or maybe they could be actually telling you soon. Excuse me, confirmation. They could be actually telling you soon that they love you, that they feel about you this way. Wow. The sun. The happiest card in the deck. This person definitely makes you very happy. And it makes sense. Again, this energy is fucking lovely. Um, oh, okay, okay. Oh. With the tarot, I don't really have a question that I want to answer, but for some reason for you, I'm hearing, why do they love me? It's almost like you could have a little bit of you could struggle. Okay, that makes sense. When I was picking up a mother and father, you could struggle with accepting kind of people loving you unconditionally, because you probably maybe didn't get it from your parents, or there's some wounds there around love and connections and being accepted wholeheartedly by your parental figures, or maybe people in your family. It doesn't have to be just your parents. People that you definitely wanted, like, not that you needed approval from. No, yes, you did, because you were a child. So people that you needed approval from, people that you needed support from, kind of had conditions around it. And that could transfer into your adulthood now, where you're like, when people are way too open, way too or like you don't even know how to recognize unconditional love, is what I want to say. Because when I wanted to give you examples, I couldn't even tap into that. So it's like, there's something here about, you can really, sometimes you can, because of your past and your childhood, you can really decipher and like understand what unconditional love is yet. However, you are finding it within you. That's very important. So you're finding it within you, where you accept a part of you and you're not judgmental. Maybe you're doing a lot of inner child work, which not in this deck, but usually in the sun, there's always a child on a horse, like very happy. So that makes me think, okay, so you are doing inner charter work, inner child work, to bring happiness into yourself, to kind of like accept and love yourself. And therefore, now you're ready to recognize this person as someone who also loves you unconditionally. Or if you don't even know who this is yet, there is someone coming that's going to show you unconditional love, that you are, it's undisputable to you, because you see how they resemble the same love that you give yourself. Does that make sense? Wow, yeah. With the Two of Cups, yeah, two peas in a pod is what I'm hearing for some reason right away. Two peas in a pod. You guys are very much alike. You guys complement each other and love each other in the same kind of way. Like, it doesn't have to be the same kind of way that you show yourself each other love, but it is in the same kind of way where you need unconditional love, and they have it to give, right? And they feel it for you, and they could probably need something else. Like, they could need support, or they could need someone that, yes, loves them unconditionally as well, but also like shows them something else. Like, you got it. Like, you can provide for them, and they can provide for you, is what I'm seeing. There's no one is receiving more than the other. The Both cups are equally being full, so that makes me think, okay, both of your hearts and your souls are equally being taken care of from each other, right? because both of you have probably actually, yeah, that makes sense because of the mirrored energy. So both of you could have been doing the same work from within. So now obviously you come together and you recognize in each other this healing that you've done, the way that you love yourself, and that you unconditionally are just very accepting of who you are. So you extend that outwardly to other people as well, especially those who you are romantically involved with. All right. Let's see what else we can get here. Justice. Look at that. Again, with the balance. Quite beautiful. Justice falling under the new moon. There's a reason why I'm like paying attention to that. So there could be, I'm thinking of justice right now as like the karmic cycles being like renewed or something. So with the next new moon, it doesn't have to be in Virgo. If it's in Virgo, even better. But whatever next new moon, there could be a new moon that's very significant for your connection here. It's a new moon where there's a lot of karmic justice being dealt out, if you will, from the universe, or also like just in between both of you. The sword that she's holding is interesting because remember when this was speaking about your throat chakra and like, or theirs, and speaking the truth and making sure that there's not even a white lie or something like that. There's something about a truth coming in with a new moon. That's for someone for sure. Ooh, and justice is Libra. Okay, so it could be a new moon in Virgo or a new moon in Libra. Or even a full moon as well, obviously. Nine of Swords. Interesting. More of that sword energy. I don't know why I'm getting sword energy. Obviously, yeah, Libra is air. So, and swords are air. But remember, this talked about also like, if you're meant to be having a conversation, just make sure that you come from a truthful place and everything will be okay. That I feel like that's this. Like this win-win outcome has to do maybe with a conversation that you both are going to have. Like kind of lay it all out on the table. And you could be a little bit like anxious about that. But honestly, there's just like more goodness coming out of that. Even that's the beauty of like this love, where even like the darkest moments, which Nine of Swords is a very dark moment, but it's all in the mind. You know, it's not so much out in the real life. It's more of like the internal things that you're struggling with. Even from this, beautiful things come out of that because you have a conversation, you hash things out, and then you come out fortified in this relationship even more. Look at that. Yes. We go from a 9 to a 10. The Wheel of Fortune. What did I say? It's like, yeah, even your darkest moments turn into a win for you. Win-win outcome. Yeah, that makes sense. This is what this love feels like. This is what this being in love with this person and feeling the way that they feel for you, like the love that they have for you. This is what it feels like. It feels like you've won, like you're good. Anything that, again, a lot of karmic stuff here with these two. Because these two are always, a lot, for me anyways, have to do with karma and justice when it comes to karma. Like, it's time for the wheel to move in your favor kind of thing, right? You could be struggling a bit, thinking, oh, I'm not sure about this. Like, yeah, I feel this, but it hasn't been said, it hasn't been spoken. Well, it's about to be. There's something significant. Look, another major arcana. There's something significant about a communication here, like a conversation between you two. But this is coming in energetically first. Like, I don't think you're seeking out signs and synchronicities or even readings regarding this person. You're more of like open to whatever shows up, right? That's what I'm getting. But at the same time, that in itself kind of it brings forth a lot of confirmation for you when you do that, when you're just open to receiving. And it also brings in this person, honestly, because you're like surrendering, right, to what could be. With the Hierophant, very interesting, very interesting. It's like she's rising and then he's about to rise as well. It, something about you both doing this together, this kind of like ascension thing. There's also a lot of spiritual knowledge between you. There's a very spiritual connection here, without a doubt. There's an understanding at a very deep level when it comes to the spiritual things. Look at that. The Eight of Swords jumping in here with, again, like this overthinking and this anxiety. It it's not that I want to dismiss it and say that it's all imaginary, it's all in your head, but it is kind of like you have to, again, it goes back, I think, to this wound that I was picking up on, like the inner child wound of like not knowing how to like perceive unconditional acceptance and unconditional love from others. And it could be what kind of keeps you mentally trapped a bit, like not being able to see this for what it is. But maybe that's why there has to be a conversation, right? Because you're the type of person that, because you have these wounds, even though you're being taken care of it and healing them, there's also about like things need to be very plain and simple spoken about, okay? Or else it doesn't feel right to you. The Four of Swords, interesting. You are, so yeah, you have been mending your heart. You have been, look at that. We go back to the beginning, this Ace of Cups. That was the initial card. Wow. Yeah. This definitely confirms for me what I was picking up on about the inner child wound. Okay, and if that doesn't apply to you, maybe this is not your pile, but this is definitely you and this person, right? This is very mirrored. Both of you have dealt with kind of the same things when it comes to your parents kind of having conditions around their love. So now it's really hard for you to pick up on unconditional love, or even pick up on unconditional love when you're having it for someone, when you're experiencing it as a feeling for someone else, or when someone's even trying to show you that, right? You've done a lot of the healing that you needed to do around this wound. And now, because you again have this love for yourself, because in this card very much feels like this is you pouring into your own heart, into your own well-being, you loving yourself unconditionally. And this is why you're ready to have this. It's really interesting how this row down here is kind of your story and their story. And these up here is kind of like what's coming, like I was saying, foreshadowing. A lot of happiness and reciprocity when it comes to love. Because again, you're two peas in a pod. You both could have gone through very significant things here. Very harsh, very painful things growing up around how to receive love, how to accept it, how to even give it. And probably because you didn't have a good example of someone giving love to you, unconditional love. Um, yeah. But you're ready. You're ready. You've done a lot of the growth and the healing that you needed to do. And this person has as well. It's like now you're ready to like co-create together, build something together, show each other how good unconditional love can be, and how safe it is, and how it's not any of this energy, and not even this. Is more of this, is this, is this, is this, because it's like there's goodness and then there's a lot of confusion sprinkled all over this. But however, your reading is quite beautiful nonetheless. This person's energy is very beautiful nonetheless. All right, let's get into your oracles, shall we? All right. All right, so your oracles, I'm leaving it a little bit open as well to see what message comes through, but I did pull like one like a soul lesson that has to do with this connection, and obviously a roomie, which is always very insightful. So let's see. Ooh, happiness. Yes. Oh my goodness. This is so synchronistic with that sun card. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. That applies to people in your life as well. You are aware that who makes you feel happy is because they're meant to be in your life. There's something about you gauging what happiness is to you. You're relearning it. And you're doing it, man. You're doing it. And this person's going to help you do it too. And you're doing this same thing for this person. The green, again, the green, the heart is very open. 37 starseed self, memories, and identity. So yeah, you guys could definitely, you don't have to like this label of starseed. It's okay. I know it's very controversial and like everybody has their 5 cents to say about it, but you could feel, right? You could feel like, again, the rainbow makes me think of happiness, but Kundalini awakening here with all these colors and like the chakras and stuff like that. Okay, all right. So you could feel like you connect at a deeper level because you both have very like unique ways of seeing the world. You're very open-minded, and therefore your heart is very open as well. You're very accepting of other people's what is it that I want to say? Their stages of their healing, their stages of their like spiritual awakening. Like you're not someone who pushes your beliefs on anybody. You have a good sense of self, and so do they. Memories is interesting because that tells me that maybe you've had past lives together, and maybe you guys are unlocking that. You could be doing that like in the dream state, or when you're meditating, you could be kind of picking up on that. And identity is interesting too, because you could identify yourself as someone who kind of there's something here about a lot of independence when it comes to like, no, I'm going to provide like a lot of love for myself, and I'm going to provide unconditional love for myself, and I don't need it externally. But there's something about, you meet this person, you meet each other, and you feel like, oh damn, if this person loves me in this way, it will be really nice. There's something about wondering. You kind of have like a little bit of identity crisis, saying, well, I do want this person. I do accept that they love me unconditionally, and it feels very nice. So it's almost like you're like, what does that make me? Am I now like dependent on them? No, it's not like that. It's more of, again, it is okay to have other people outside of yourself show you unconditional love. It doesn't just have to come from within you, okay? That was for someone. Okay. Friendship. Oh wow. Okay, so this kind of relationship could have started as a friendship, or it's starting as a friendship and eventually will develop into something else. Yeah, because these two are like hanging out. It's really interesting. So pay attention to that, because definitely that could be very significant. Um, Let me read it for you. 17. A new ally, positive support community, and I don't know, camaraderie? I don't know what that word is. I have no idea. Meditate when you want more harmony and peace in your community. Also used to draw new, also can be used to draw new alliances and friendships. Arrows. The Native American symbol of two arrows crossed signals peace, friendship, and the end of war. Um, So maybe it's the end of the inner struggle for you of accepting love, okay? This person shows you that. Maybe they've shown it to you through friendship first. Maybe that's how this relationship have to develop. And then there's that again, it comes back around for me, that having the conversation that needs to be had, because maybe you're going from friends to something else. Or maybe you're just staying friends, and that's the unconditional love here. But it does feel like it's a little more than friends. there's that conversation that needs to be had there. Very interesting. Light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. They can make you feel very powerful. They could, and you do this for them as well. They can make you feel like you could do anything. Like you should share your light. You should share your messages. Um, just know that you aligning to this person and this person aligning to you and meeting each other, crossing path, quite literally, is resulting in a very nice, like needed, faded alignment in your life. And even if you are just friends, and or if you eventually become more, it depends. It could be a little bit different because I'm reading for a big collective. However, they will bring happiness. They bring a sense of home and like resonating with each other at a soul level. You support each other. There's a lot of that here. Okay, number 30, Whirling Goddess. Wow, this is beautiful. I actually have not gotten this card before because I usually pull like one card a day from the Romy Oracle, but I haven't gotten this one. Okay. I mean, I haven't had the deck for a long time, so. All right, let's go read about it. I'm not gonna read everything because it's super long. I will put it up for you so that if you want to like stop and take a screenshot, definitely read it because it is super, super cool and amazing how this deck goes into, the book goes into like a new depth or whatever thing that they want to like call your attention is, and especially this sacred honoring ritual is always super nice as well. Oh my god, what is going on out there? All right, I'm sorry for the noise. So it says, lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of a needle. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of a needle. Interesting start. Come, my love. Are you dizzy yet? If you still can find your feet, then it is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it's not the dance with oh my god, I can't say word today. Choreographed steps, like a choreography. Okay, anyways. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiate. Oh my goodness. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving whilst our mind, inadequate to the task, take the night off. Okay, this is really interesting because it ties into you remember when we had a lot of air energy, a lot of being in your head about things, and it makes sense. It says lose your head. There's nothing here about this connection that is logical. It should be logical to you. It is all meant to be experienced with the heart and the soul. It's meant to be experienced with intuitiveness. Again, it's not choreographed. It is just wild movements. There is, yeah. And you could even feel that when I said like crossing path, like you could feel like this person and you have this sense of like, why are we connected? There's a deep reason for that, but you don't have to figure it out. It's okay to work itself out eventually. Like there's something about just letting things happen. And again, no logic is needed here. Let me read a little part here where it says, you see, sweet soul dancer, you are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you do not understand how life can work itself out or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I can also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurance and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am already inviting you to the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you're doing, what you're going to do next, or how you're going to manage, you are given this divine dance. You are given this divine dance mandate. With relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Okay, that makes a lot of sense for you guys. That makes a lot of sense, and it's quite beautiful to end your reading with, because you could be asking, like, when is this happening? When am I meeting them? Or when are we having this conversation? Or there's something about you wanting a plan because of that the swords energy, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. Is like, we need to let this unfold, pile one. We need to let this unfold. Just take in the happiness that it brings you. Take in the sense of home and belonging and understanding each other that it brings you. Appreciate the friendship that it brings you. Appreciate the welcoming of your light and your expression from each other, especially from this person, and let it happen. Okay, let it happen. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Um, Thank you so much, Pawan, for letting me read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides as well. I want to thank this person for being in this reading and being very open and very forthcoming with their message to you. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, for sharing your stories, for subscribing, for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good one. Hello, part two. So if you guys picked the Modern Witch Tarot with the rose quartz and this beautiful Ace of Cups, this is going to be your reading. I apologize in advance, you guys, because someone's mowing their lawns at this moment outside. And obviously it wouldn't be inside, right? Someone's mowing their lawn. And you could be hearing some of that, okay? Oh my God, excuse me. So I'm sorry about that. But let's get into your reading nonetheless. So if you missed a little bit of the intro, it's okay. Let me go over the rules of the reading, okay? So we are looking into who loves you unconditionally, but this is not the only person that loves you unconditionally. This is just a person that you need to hear from the most at this time for your highest good, okay? And theirs, because they're here in this reading. So pile two, we are going to first start by looking into these pre-shuffled cards, pre-shuffled, pre-picked, to kind of get a sense of who this person is. So zodiac signs, we also have an animal spirit, and then we have a tarot card. Then we'll get into your reading. Whatever comes through will come through. Whatever needs to come through will come through, I should say. And then we'll get into your oracles at the end. So let's begin. Communication is key. Communication has been a big theme in this reading so far, because it was a big theme for here I am again with my throat, for pile one, so it could be for you as well. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Ooh, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Interesting dynamic here. Very interesting. Because even though Gemini is the one with the two, right? With the two faces, if you will. Pisces also has two koi fish to represent it. So there's something about you guys being very much alike, but in your own perspective elements, okay? There's someone here. I could be picking up on both of you, but remember also that I could be picking up a mirrored energy, so it could sound like I'm talking about you, and it's probably this person, or I could be talking about you as well. But with Gemini, so I'm hearing Gemini Moon, obviously, even though it's the Moonology deck, but Gemini Moon for sure. And Pisces, I feel like is Sun. I'm seeing Sun for Pisces, and like Venus sign. Communication obviously is key between you. There's also a need to balance your spirituality and your practicality when it comes to how you guys interact with each other, probably. There's something about it, because communication comes in, there's something about clearing the air about something. There's also a need. This person wants to tell you something very specific. I'm not sure what it is yet, but there's something in the back of my mind saying, I have something to say, I have something to say. So we'll get into it with the tarot. Maybe it comes through there, or eventually it'll come through here. But there's something about this person having something to say to you, to kind of clear the air between you. If that kind of situation applies to you, it doesn't have to be for everybody, okay? Earth warm, interesting. So now we have earth energy. So we have air, water, and earth. It's interesting that the warm here is depicted with having like all of this like cool like colors within its circle there, because it makes me think of the other cards that kind of have a little bit of that. And this feels like magic. It feels like something a resonance of something. There's something about this person's energy. Um, they could actually, oh, that's interesting. They could have a lot of Pisces or water in their chart. Air is a little bit, and then earth a tiny, tiny bit, because it's a little warm. It's a very small amount. Oh, that's significant for someone. But there's something about this person, even though like in the earthly realm, right? Because I feel like with the Pisces being here, it's like they're very ethereal. They're very much like, again, into spirituality and like daydreaming, but that's how they manifest and that's how they live their life. It's okay. They have that Piscean energy about them. But earthly wise, they're also kind of, even though they're small, they're mighty. They have a lot of presence, and their presence is enough to like be magical. Does that make sense? I don't even know what I'm trying to say there, but all right, let's read about the earthworm. So it says shy, hesitant, reluctant to share, inner wisdom. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, here we go. This person has a lot of inner wisdom when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to the esoteric, the, I don't know, just magical things, the lost wisdoms and stuff like that. They just struggle a bit with communicating that because they feel like they don't, it's almost like their voice feels like it's been robbed or something, or they've been robbed of the way that they can communicate this, or they've never been supported in this kind of knowledge, or in this kind of like speaking up about all of this kind of stuff, so they feel shy about it. But they see you as someone who inspires them to do this. So you could be someone, oh, this is quite beautiful. You inspire them to step into their divinity, to step into and like not shy away from speaking about the things that they honestly have been picking up on since they were children, since they can remember. They've believed in magical things. They've believed in the weird and the outcast kind of beliefs, but it's been suppressed in their life. Maybe it has to do with something like religious doctrines and stuff like that. It could be a religious background, the kind of, or growing up, it was just like maybe their parents were too logical. There was no space for them to develop this, or kind of not develop. They've always been developing. You cannot hide from your gifts, especially when it comes to like spiritual things. But this person could have struggled a bit to be able to like express themselves as someone who is spiritual, because that wasn't very welcomed. Okay. But again, there's something about your energy makes them want to step into that, which was why they feel like this magic growing within them, even though they're new at it. There's something like that there. We have all felt the whoos. Wow, we have all felt the woos of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie. Oh my goodness, I swear I didn't read that. A newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it is important to remember that one once felt earthworm energy. Sorry, it is important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, it is a beginner's mind. A beginner's mind offers the most valuable insight, and that is true. So, when in balance, earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, self conscious and apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment. Okay, so this person could definitely have wounds when it comes to speaking their truth, speaking up about the things that they like, the things that they want to pursue, because they maybe were made fun of when they were little. There could be some bullying in their past, or their parents didn't really give them the attention that they needed when they were speaking their mind about something that they heavily felt like connected to or inspired by, right? I think it's quite beautiful that I picked up on that. And it's quite beautiful that I pick up on the fact that you inspire them to like risk embarrassment. They don't. You know why they love you unconditionally, pal, too? They have unconditional love for you because they feel like you unconditionally accept them as well. With whatever they bring up, you're there, you're ready to talk about it. Whatever it is that you want to discuss, you don't shy away from it. You don't judge them for it. You're more of like, why do you feel that way? Or how did you arrive at that conclusion? Or when did you discover that that this was this way? Or why do you believe that is so, like, you know what I mean? Even if you don't necessarily agree with their points of view, you don't have to agree on everything to have a good relationship, but you do have to kind of accept other people for who they are and their beliefs, and kind of like dig a little deeper and be interested in whatever they want to speak up about, because they have a very, with this Gemini energy, they're very intelligent. They're someone that is very into like knowledge and acquiring it, and they could be now diving into the spiritual knowledge, and they feel like they're so new at it, but they feel like you definitely can support them in that, or just accept them, period. They don't need your support. They know that they have it regardless. What they like and they love about you is that you're so open to receiving new points of view, and you could come across as a know-it-all, but you're not a know-it-all. Does that make sense? Because I feel like you're a little bit more ahead of this person when it comes to your spirituality and stuff like that, but they don't feel judged by that, like, at all. They, if anything, they feel more of like you're always open to new perspectives, and that's probably what they love about you as well. Okay. Five of Cups. So yeah, this person, says we're asking who this is. This person has been very, very hurt in the past by love. Extremely. To the point where they can now be kind of, they're getting away from it, but they had for a while had this victim mentality. They've had a little bit of crying over spilled milk, wondering again and again and again, why didn't this work out? If I gave him my all, why didn't this work out? And why didn't that work out? But, they're starting to turn things around, kind of like in the Five of Cups, how it's normally depicted, where it's someone looking at three spilled cups, but not realizing, being sad about those, but not realizing that if they turn around, there's two completely good ones behind them, right? It's kind of like that. They're shifting, they're moving slowly but surely. They're seeing things for what they are. They're probably seeing you for who you are to them. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it, because I am intrigued by your person here. Okay. I want to know. I want to ask about this Five of Cups because it feels like such a regressive kind of energy from them, kind of like stepping up. But at the same time, it's kind of giving us a window into what happened in the past to them that maybe led to them shying away from you for a while, kind of like staying back a bit until they figured out what this was, what you meant to them or you mean to each other. Yeah, okay. So this Five of Cups, again, the failure in love, right? What they perceive as failures, they're now just starting to perceive as lessons. But it takes them a while. It took them a while, actually. With the Eight of Swords, I'm seeing like it took them like 8 months, not 8 years. I'm not seeing years with that, but definitely like 8 months. Maybe there's been a separation here. Maybe your cycles are like an 8 month period or 9 months. I'm seeing 8, 9, or 10 months. Okay, take whatever resonates. That doesn't specifically have to apply to you. Okay, but however, it's like they've been working through those challenges. These challenges about love, kind of like lifting the veil, slowly but surely with themselves. Also, maybe tapping into the spirituality has been a big shift there for them. It has, yeah, without a doubt, it has accelerated this this kind of like lifting the veil for them, like them seeing things for what they are, right? And therefore, because they see the past for what it was, they can see you for what you are to them. A lot of balance, a lot of, look at that, the bottom, a lot of balance, a lot of, again, coming into realization of like alignment about things, and healing comes from that place. So the healing comes from them, I think, definitely dedicating themselves to their growth, whether that is emotionally. Maybe they have grown emotionally a lot, and because they have grown emotionally a lot, they're also now stepping into being able to be a good communicator because of the emotional awareness and the emotional growth that they've been doing. Quite beautiful that this person has grown so much in 8 months. It's almost like this is a complete different person here. They could definitely be a Gemini sun as well, by the way, because I'm just picking up on that right now. For some of you, that's specific. Like maybe I want to say one or two of you, this person is definitely a Gemini, and they've changed so much that you're almost like, it's almost like in true Gemini form, like they've stepped into their divinity, and it's almost like they've flipped the coin. Like now you're seeing another face of them, and like not in a deceiving way of like they're just molding to the situations. Usually how air signs tend to do, especially Libras and Geminis. I feel like they very much conform to whoever they're around and stuff like that to keep the peace. Aquarius is not so much, but yeah, they they're not doing this in a manipulative way. They're definitely stepping into their truth. A lot of healing has been done here. A lot of um, emotional growth has happened here. Okay, so you can trust them is what I want to say. You can trust them, and obviously take that with a grain of salt. Again, depends on who this is for you, but. And maybe whoever's coming to mind is not even that person, I also have to say. But disclaimer, don't ever take back, don't ever trust, don't ever, unless people really show you that they have changed, like wholeheartedly. Unless, you're discerning your intuition, your own, you know how to pick up on who's who, right? And if you don't, you have a little bit more work to do. But I trust that, if you feel like this resonates, then you will know who this is for you, and you will know if you can trust them or not. And you will also know that if they show up authentically or not. You'll be able to pick up on that. So with the Ace of Swords, yeah, communication indeed falling under here. So there is communication coming. This person always, yeah, that makes sense. They obviously have to clear the air here with you, because I feel like maybe they mistreated you in the sense of like they put you in the same category as these past situations that didn't work out, because they couldn't see you for who they were or who you were to them. And maybe it was this is something that's like both of you had done this to each other or something. But now when you clear the air, look at that. When you clear the air with each other and you have this conversation, you realize a lot. And there's something, the high priest is coming out and me going on a whole spiel about use your intuition, use your discernment. Yes, you are meant to actually. Not necessarily because this person coming in or this truth being received or like spoken about, things being cleared, has anything to do with like deceit per se, but it is an opportunity for you, Pao, to use your discernment, to use your intuition. You can actually commune with your spirit guides, with yourself, your higher self, your soul, your heart, and say, is this person really changed? Do I really believe that they've done this growth? And I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing yes. But you will get the answer that you need for your own specific situation. Okay, don't take it from me. Don't take it's, you have to really trust yourself here. That is an exercise in itself. For it's not a test of this person and you and your connection. It's more of you reassuring yourself that what you're perceiving is the truth. You have to believe in that as well. Okay, so the 10 of Wands, interesting. It's almost like this. If you use your intuition, you're clearly seeing the truth and you're being able to let go of the burdens, okay? Especially with the burdens that are between you, the things that, you've held on from the past, that maybe this person has held on from the past, not just from your connection, but I feel like from past connections in general, that maybe were not the best, they were not authentic, they really hurt them, they had put them into this energy of confusion, or how do I know what true love is, or how do I know what unconditional love is, if when I thought I was getting it, it wasn't it, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot here that you both feel like you had to work through, and you've done so with spirituality. Okay, this could also be this aspect of your connection here, or this part of the collective that I'm picking up on, that they feel like tapping into spirituality. You've did it before them, so you're in this high priestess mode, right? And they could be like a Anubis, right? A newbie at it. However, they're realizing that your growth has stemmed from you tapping into yourself and living in a spiritual way, not in a religious way. Religion is significant here too for some reason. I'm not shitting on religion, to each their own, okay? But there is something about maybe religion has kept this person back from their authentic self. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because it's coming up, okay? There's something about you, again, I said it before, you inspire them. So you stepping into this energy has inspired them in some way as well. They've seen how you've let go of burdens by stepping into your spirituality, into your divinity, into you yourself, even like giving you a lot of unconditional love in yourself, working through things for yourself, right? That kind of dedication, that kind of, yeah, you're defending yourself and kind of like stepping into who you are and not letting anybody else tell you otherwise. Yes, that's what has come out of you, your spirituality and your spiritual journey. They're seeing it, right? They've seen it. They probably kept tabs on you in this separation, kind of like they're seeing your progress and they're inspired by it. Like I said, there's something about them going the distance for you to speak to you, quite literally, right? We get on a chariot, we get in the car, we come speak, and they know that you'll see through their bullshit, so they're going to be very honest. And it's not that they were going to bring bullshit into your life anyways. I think they're coming from a place of a lot of truth, and like they really are trying to stay grounded, to live authentically, to speak authentically. They've changed a lot, Patu. They've changed a lot. So yeah, they're coming towards you and they know that you're going to receive them in this energy, and that could be a little bit intimidating as well. However, it's almost like them seeing you in this energy makes them realize what you had to go through as well. Let go of the burdens. Come into like going and delivering a lot of love to yourself, going on a healing journey, on a loving journey, to again step into who you are and defend yourself every step of the way. You don't let anybody deviate you from this journey that you've been on. And this could also be what they're going through or they're about to embark on. Okay, they could be also coming to you for like advice. Oh wow, the star. Yeah, healing, healing indeed, you guys. There is healing happening here. Look at that. Two of Wands is interesting because I feel like this is you. This is you waiting, knowing that they're on their way because you're very intuitive. Um, but the bottom of the deck being the Three of Swords, it's like you also could have, this person could have hurt you as well. Honestly, okay, interesting, interesting. I'm picking up now. Maybe there's some kind of like rejection here. And from this person, that rejection just catapulted you into into your healing journey, to your spiritual journey. And now they're ready to kind of clear the air and say, hey, the same thing is happening to me. Yeah, look at that. There's a message without a doubt coming your way. It has been slowly but surely creeping into your reality through like your spirituality, through energetic and spiritual means, right? But it is about to be just full on in the 3D. Like, again, it's starting with a small gesture in the 3D because the earth energy is very small, I want to say. However, it's happening nonetheless. Here we have two cards now. We have the Chariot of her just kind of staying there and being like, okay, I'm ready to go. And now she's full on like rushing in. So yeah, this is happening. There's a message about this love and this connection that's coming in for you. Aquarius energy. Aquarius, Cancer. The High Priestess gives me, I don't honestly, Pisces and Cancer vibes. But any water sign, I always. But also Libra because of the pillars. Does that make sense? I don't know why Libra's in here too. But yeah. You have a mix of everything. I love it. All the signs are here, honestly, because we have all the elements here too. I want to get one more for the Eight of Wands. I want to know what that's about. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. There you go. 19, happiness, the sun. A lot of happiness. A lot of happiness about to. That's what's coming in for you. And look at this, the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so temperance, healing, a lot of healing. The inner healing that you've been doing and dedicating yourself to has also transferred on to this person, honestly. Your energies are so connected. You're one and the same. It's like you're two faces. You're the two faces of one coin, where what you've been working on, they've been working on as well. You've inspired them to also like head into this healing journey. They've seen how good it has worked out for you, how you're very balanced, you're very forgiving, you're very loving, you're very unconditionally loving of people. And they recognize that. They recognize that in you. And maybe you've also just, like I said before, you've extended your unconditional love to this person in the past, and they were not able to recognize it for what it was because of their past pains. But in this separation, it has been very clear to them um, that if they go on this healing journey, they had to do it for themselves first of all, not just for this connection. They had to do it for themselves to be able to accept unconditional love. You know what I mean? Like, because it's one thing to be getting it, but it's another thing, it's even sadder. Like, it's sad when you don't get unconditional love, but it's even more sad when you're getting it and you can't receive it because of your past pain that you still have to work through. This is what this person is kind of like dealing with, if that makes sense. um and I feel like you definitely know who this is. And if you feel like I was speaking about you, then you definitely know who this is, because they mirror you heavily. um so yeah, let's get into your oracles. Let me just pick this up here. All right. Oh, wow. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. That's this Five of Cups energy. Very interesting. Both of you could probably had to learn that lesson, and both of you had to learn that lesson within each other, with each other as well. Death. Death and rebirth in this connection is significant. So Scorpion energy could be significant in Scorpio. Um, I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings. Are merely beginnings. I don't have to say new beginnings. A beginning in itself is new. I don't know why I'm going into that. Okay. Again, like I said, a very transformative energy between you two. It's like you inspire them, they had inspired you. It's quite beautiful. Ooh, pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. So this connection is very protected. Also, the the spider web makes me think of is woven into fate. It's like fate. It's a fated connection here. Very protected, very cared for by by your spirit guides. It's also very much aligned by your spirit guides. Your higher selves are involved here. You could feel like you have a very spiritual connection with this person, even in the time where you were not physically communicating, or even not physically like face to face, but like there was no communication at all. You could still feel like you were very connected to one another, because you are. You quite literally are. There's no doubt about that. Ooh, more water energy, more Pisces energy. Interesting. So water is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So very, very cool, actually. Let me read that for you. Emotions, receptivity, and a connection to the bodies of water. Drawing this card is a symbol of connecting your emotions regarding your question and situation. So yeah, there's a need to tap into your heart. Your heart center is what tells you the truth about this connection. Allow yourself to be open to any changes of direction, and let the element of water guide you in the right direction. Meditate with this symbol by a body of water, in the bath, or with a vessel of water, to help you keep the emotions pure and to assist you in being more flexible. Water alchemy. This is an alchemical symbol for water. So maybe symbols are significant for you, because we also have the pentagram. So symbols can be very significant. There's something here. I'm seeing someone that draws a lot of sigils. They draw symbols. Maybe you draw runes. You know, when I saw water and I read the description, I saw yesterday like a little bit a video about the druids and how they always did practice their kind of like their offerings or their ceremonies around bodies of water. Excuse me. And they would put offerings there. You could feel very connected to water, and water could be very powerful as a means to kind of balance your energies out. You know, when I said that you had to use your intuition, your discernment, when this person comes in, part two, maybe being around water would help you do that as well. Commune with the water element And the water creatures could be significant. Water is just significant, period. But I'm seeing like a stream. I'm seeing like a forest and a river and a stream. I don't know. There's something significant about that. The fact that that druid video is coming to mind. Maybe you've been researching that. Maybe this person has. I feel like this person has really like taken a dive, and pun intended, water, right? Taken a dive into spirituality, and they're researching and they're learning about everything that they felt in the past that they couldn't even read about because of, like, again, that restriction of like family, people around them, religion, something like that. They're like diving deep into everything esoteric, and like it's really interesting. It's really, really interesting and quite beautiful that they feel like, I don't know, this surge of like, I want to accept every part of me, and if I want to, again, research this kind of stuff, it doesn't make me a good person, a bad person, it doesn't make me anything. I should do whatever I want with my life. There's something about like a lot of like confidence. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This person deserves that. They have struggled. They have struggled with authenticity. My goodness. All right. I want to read about the pentagram for a second. So it says, the pentagram contains layers of meanings. The ancient Greeks, Babylonians, Taoists, Freemasons, and pagans all used the pentagram as a symbol of modality. Today's neo-pagan Wicca typically use the pentagram star shape inside of a protective circle to represent the four elements of life, and the ether spirit element. Ooh, and the fact that we got water here, so all the elements are here. Okay, interesting, very beautiful. Oh, sorry, I lost my place. Oh, with the most important top pointed arrow of the star being the spirit, because it's esoterically links life and directs all the other elements. Pythagoras ascribed the divine proportions of the pentagram as fractal, equally eternally in the golden section 1 plus the sum of itself. Okay, Pythagoreans associated, I don't know who those are, but associated the pentagram symbol with the health and well-being of the human body. The inverted pentagram alone is usually a reference to the Baphomet and sigil for post-Christianic Satanism. Yeah, there it is. Okay, interesting that that's coming up. The ancient Chinese assigned the pentagram to explain, I don't know how to say that, I don't want to butcher it, the earth, metal, water, and wood, and fire transitions are moments. Transitions are moments or difficult phases of energy and phenomena. Interesting. I struggle so hard through this, to reading that. Anyways, so this card means natural elements of life, harmony, protection, good health, perfection, idealism, satisfaction, safety, and security. The fact that the card after that is shadow self was bringing a lot of attention to me as well. So it's really interesting that this brings up that whole Christianity, Satanism kind of thing, because your person here could definitely have felt like anything spiritual was very much demonic or something like that. Wow. Have they shifted their perspective completely? Because now they're thinking like, I don't care if I'm being called demonic because or Satan or whatever, because I want to dive into spirituality. I'm doing it because it feels right at a soul level for them. That is quite, that I love that. I love that. Fiercelessness. Truth. Yeah. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. This is your person. This is your person. Honestly, they could be struggling with communicating this kind of new sense of self with people, because I feel like I'm struggling to read and like speak. However, they're doing it. And it's okay if they're doing it scared. They're still doing it. Give me a second. I have to let my cat in because she's meowing. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, because she wants to be outside and then I close the door and then now she wants to be inside. That's just how cats are. Okay, let's get into it. Rumi, arise. Wow. This is, wow. I feel like this is your person. This is what they're going through. Do you see that like this? They're very much feeling like sometimes they feel out of place. Sometimes they feel very much like they're doing what they're meant to be doing. They're fluctuating, okay? And it's good. That fluctuation means that they're about to align to what they need to. And the divine is definitely supporting them with the water being this dark energy here. I don't know. I feel like it's very being depicted with that dark blue and then this dark blue coming up. That your person could definitely feel like they're drowning in their emotions. They could be feeling a lot at this moment in time, but it's more of like they're purging. They're letting go of what they don't need anymore. And the fact that there's like an angel or figure here trying to say, "Hey, get up. It's okay. I'm supporting you." That's really beautiful. They are very supported in this journey. They might not feel like it all the time, and you yourself, you know what it feels like to go through a healing journey where quite literally like they could be having an ego death, and that's very challenging. um, they could be really in their feels, like extremely. 18 is also the moon card in the tarot, and the fact that we have Pisces everywhere here, so they could be really in their feels, like extremely in their feels. As a Pisces, they have maybe ignored for a really long time. They've maybe have ignored their spiritual gifts. They've ignored their clear audience, their clear cognizance, all their clairs. They've ignored their spirituality for a while, and now it's time to tap into it because they're doing the healing work. It could quite literally be very, very intense for them. They're going through an intense period right now. Send them a lot of love and a lot of healing, okay? You don't have to be in communication with them for that. You could just do it, energetically. Just send them a lot of love and understanding and unconditional love. This is really interesting. So this person loves you unconditionally, but they could be needing your unconditional love and support at this time. And if it's not because you're communicating with each other, don't reach out. It's not about that. But it is about you kind of sensing it. You probably will be sensing it when they feel this way. Send them a lot of healing and understanding, and tell them that it's going to be okay. Just, do that energetically. However you see fit, however feels best for you, okay? So arise. Wings of hope, oh my goodness. All right, let's see if I can read. All right, let me show you everything first so that you can pause and read it if you want to, and you don't have to listen to me struggle. Okay, this one has a lot. This, especially right here, could be very significant. And so it always is whenever I get a card from this deck. So it says, wings of hope. Oh my goodness. Wings of hope languish from lack of use. Oh, wings of hope languish from lack of use. When wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell of your body is created to rise to challenges. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Yeah. Don't sit at the bottom of the well, not caring about salvation. Listen to the voice within you calling to you. Listen to the voice within calling to you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. Wow. So this person is definitely going to a death and a rebirth at this time. They could be going through a dark night of the soul as well. You could also be going through kind of a little bit of that, but probably because you're picking up on their energy. I dance before you in sacred spectacle, hoping to garner your attention. Look at me. I cry to you, to your ailing spirit, and this and this potent flesh. Look at me. If you were to look up, you would see that I am a mirror of your own being, your light, your heart, your spirit, your all. Yes, there is pain. Yes, there is a letting go taking place, and you are frightened and uncertain sometimes. But you make this mean something that it does not. It means that you are to turn your head away from what is dying. Do this gently but firmly. Turn your head upwards towards what is living. Wow. Look at me. I will show you the truth, and you shall laugh your deepest belly laugh with so much glee, sharing in your secret that the only force at work in your life is unconditionally loving divinity. Wow. That is deep and that is intense. So this person stepping into their truth, into their authenticity, could be a very challenging moment for them at this time. Like I said, there's a lot of there's not much you could do. This kind of shift and change has to happen at their own pace, and it definitely has to happen from within them. They're the ones who have to pour into themselves, into their healing, into their changing things, right? They're changing a lot. It could be very rapid as well. And all you could do again, Patu, is send them a lot of love and understanding and unconditional love. Like it said here, the only truth is, let me read that again because that was, wow. Share in the secret that the only force at work in your life is unconditionally loving divinity. So yeah, share your divine unconditional love with them in whatever shape or form means that you can. And yeah, I think really good things are happening for both of you when you come into union again. But you have to understand that this person is going through a lot of changes at this time. And they're changing for the betterment of themselves, but they're also changing to align to you. Because like I said it before, I picked up on it, that you guys could be a little bit ahead. You guys could have gone through this already. This could resonate with you heavily. And you could feel like you're in a place mentally, spiritually, where you can send them a lot of healing and love and acceptance because you've known what it feels to be in this spot, right? Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Patu, for letting me read for you. I hope that it resonated. It brought you clarity, confirmation. I want to thank your spirit guides for being here and letting me read for you. I also want to thank your person for being so vulnerable and so open with what they're going through right now, so that you kind of get to know them a little better, I think, because maybe in the past you didn't know them as well. And hopefully this reading gave you a little glimpse into their life. And because you've been through these things too, you can, know even more, you understand even more of what they're truly going through. But thank you to them nonetheless for being so vulnerable and like opening up here, even though if this is the only thing that they can do right now and they can't do it physically, okay? Even though they are going to eventually do it in a physical form. But thank you guys for liking, for commenting, for watching, for subscribing. I'm sending you a lot of love and light, healing, and unconditional love your way, okay? And I'll see you in the next readings. You have a good one. Hello. Oh my goodness, that was out. Hello, Bob 3. So if you picked the Dalmatian Jasper with this Ace of Cups, and this is the Wandering Star Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let me put your tarot here on the side. If you missed the intro, that's okay. So we are looking into who loves you unconditionally. And I mentioned in the intro that this is obviously not the only person that has unconditional love for you, but this is definitely the person that you need to hear from at this time for your highest good and for their highest good. So let's get into it. I'm going to first we're going to be asking who this person is. And these pre-picked cards, we have zodiac signs, we have an animal spirit, and a tarot. So let's see what. Ooh, confidence is key. New moon and Leo. So you could definitely be dealing with a Leo. A Leo sun and moon are rising, I'm hearing. It could be other placements too, but those are the specific ones that just floated into my mind. Ooh, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So Leo and Taurus energy. Very hard-headed energies, both of these, right? Really interesting. So your person could be very hard-headed, very stubborn, okay? But they're also like a dreamer and they're a lover, because I'm thinking, I always see Leos are wearing their heart. They wear their heart on their sleeves. Honestly, I don't know why, but every Leo that I know, it's kind of like very open, very loving towards everybody. There's something about, oh, interesting. So your person could dress very well as well, because Leos, obviously. So they could dress very well, but there's also a balance between them. Like it's fire and earth, right? Very interesting dynamic here for your person. Taurus very much feels like a Venus placement for them, which honestly Taurus is ruled by Venus. So, and if they have a Leo sun, the fact that Leo is ruled by the sun as well, it clashes. Okay, interesting. So a Leo sun and a Taurus Venus, your person it's like a contradiction, like a walking contradiction or something like that. They themselves could even explain themselves that way, of like, sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm cold, sometimes I'm very aloof, but sometimes I'm so connected. But I love deeply and I care about others deeply, but I come across as maybe a little bit arrogant or something. That this could be your person describe themselves. But they definitely tap into their confidence, and there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, it's something that you like about themselves. Like they're very confident in who they are. And the fact that the confidence that they have is their key to success. But then we have the other thing being, well, your dreams need a practical plan. So it's not all about what you want to do and the things that you want to pursue, that you're confidently knowing that you can accomplish. For them, it's also about needing a practical plan. This earth energy keeps them very balanced. So your person could be actually very successful. They could be a very successful individual, because it's almost like whatever they put their mind to, their confidence supports them. And then on top of that, this Taurus energy helps them not just push forward, but they push forward with a plan, with something precise that it's like they tap into this very nice earth energy, grounded, stable energy, and they're able to push forward whatever it is that they want to accomplish. Wow. They definitely achieve their goals. Your person is probably very goal oriented as well. They're quite beautiful. They could have really nice hair as well. They could have like, I don't know, like lioness or lion features. But also with the Taurus energy, Venetian energy makes me think of like soft features as well. They could be like very feminine in nature, and you know, you don't have to be a feminine energy to embody a lot of femininity, okay? But there's something about like what is it? They very much love themselves. They have a lot of love from themselves, and being a Leo, that makes sense too. But they show it, like they actually like not to say that the following only pertains to women, okay? That's not what I'm saying, but like they could have like a hair care routine. They could have like a skin routine. They they can very much care about their how they present themselves as well, and it's not from a shallow place, right? It's not from that. It's just they do care for themselves. Actually, that's a good way to pick up on how your person is doing, and you will know this if you know them. You've known them for a while. Whenever they feel they look like they're struggling, it's probably because they are, okay? They could be struggling like internally or something like that, because usually they are always well put together. They, whatever they wear looks good on them. I'm hearing they smell good. Like, I don't know, I'm picking up on so much like of the physical things. It's really interesting. This is the first spell that happens with. That's quite, oh, more earth energy, quite beautiful energy too. So the deer is like the mother, the very loving person. Yeah, so that your person could be very physically attractive, but but people kind of think of them as just like shallow, or they could perceive them as that, but really truly within, they're loving and caring. Unconditional love flows from them, which even makes them look even more beautiful because of that. The fact that we have the lion and the deer, that is an interesting combo as well. Do you see how there's a lot of duality to your person? Because it's like, the lion eats the deer, right? Or, that is their prey, but it's, yeah, that's something that's significant there, the duality. So loving, intuitive, graceful, and the mother. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective, to bring into balance nature and children. The deer represents the feminine aspect of the earth energy. Didn't I say that there is a lot of femininity to your person? Oh, I sometimes give me a second here, because I feel like I'm picking up on your person's energy when I'm going to say this. What I'm going to say is like, sometimes it feels really cool to be a psychic, because like you get confirmations that you're psychic while you're doing a reading and throughout your entire day and your life in general. But damn, does it feel good when you pick up on something and boom, here the cards are confirming it. It feels good. There's something about this is your person's energy for sure. Because I mean, I have mentioned before how good it feels to get confirmation as a reader, right? But like, there's something about, it's a deeper meaning for me today, where tapping into your person is like they feel good when they accomplish something. They also feel good when people see them for who they are, not who they just kind of like they are perceived as. And they definitely feel like you see them for who they truly are. It's almost like this facade, right? It's like you see right through it. You see them at a soul, at a core level, at a heartfelt level. And they really like that about you, Pal 3. They like that you see through the bullshit. They could also quite like that you are psychic. That could be you as well. You could be psychic. And they really like that about you. Maybe it scared them a little bit in the past. But because they're not putting up a facade, they're just being themselves. They like it. They like that about you. All right. The energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender. That's what I said. But especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they're fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. Yes, that is definitely your person. But it could also be you. A dear personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards quiet and tenderness. Oh, I can't read today. Drawing them towards quiet and tenderness. The deer card appears when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Yeah. They are a very gentle and compassionate person. So are you. You guys see each other eye to eye. There's something about a connection here that is beautiful. Your connection is beautiful. It's so dynamic. It's so interesting. It's so like opposites attract kind of thing. Wow. The fact that the lion is looking straight forward, so is the bull, and so is the deers. Like, the eye contact could be very significant here with you guys. Oh my goodness. So this is the star. It's also the nine of wands, but it's the star. But do you see the eye contact? Like, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and you guys see each other at a soul level, and it is mesmerizing. Like, as a reader here, receiving this energy, it's beautiful. My face hurts from smiling, you guys. I've been smiling the entire time that I've been reading about your person, that I've been tapping into your energies. Oh my goodness. The fact that your cards have an eye as well, yeah. Eye contact is off the charts here. The eye contact is like divine. It's like chef's kiss within you two. All right. Interesting that this, okay, so this deck, the Illuminated Tarot, it's a deck that has double meanings because, so this is the Nine of Wands, like I said, but it's also the Star card. So it's telling me a little bit about the things that you've healed here. So both of you have healed your wounded warrior kind of, not mentality per se, but the fact that you kept your heart locked up. The fact that you kind of had boundaries that were actually hindering you from opening up the floodgates for new love and acceptance of yourself. And the boundaries that you had have shifted, they've changed for the better, right? They served you up to a certain point, but now with the Star card, the star makes me think of healing, balance. You're following your North Star. You're following your calling. Again, there's something about, yeah, some of you being psychic and following that calling and stepping into a lot of prosperity because of it. It's also like your confidence in your, this is you and your person, you're confident in your abilities is what has driven you forward. And now you have like a practical plan to pursue the things that you want to do with these abilities. And you're going to accomplish them without a doubt. And this is something that you could be doing together as well. All right, let's see what this person has to say here. King of Swords. So strength, ambition, truth. Yeah, they definitely have something to say. It's the first time we get sword energy, air energy. Now we have all of the elements here. More eyes, you guys. What is up with the eyes? Do you see those on the opposite side of her? You know what? Whenever you and this person are like physically in each other's energy, like you're physically looking at each other's, in the physical, you're communicating, you're being around each other, you're hanging out, you're talking, you're whatever it is that you're doing, and they say something, or you say something that feels like, how did you know that? Like, that's unbelievable that you know that you know that, or something like that, or that resonates with each other. You look at each other's eye and you're like, yeah, I know the truth. You know the truth. That I know the truth. That you know the truth. There's something about you could read each other, each other's mind, each other's soul, just with like that eye contact. More feminine energy, luxury, beauty, harmony, abundance, grace, fertility, love, nature, beauty, and art. Beauty here twice. You both are quite beautiful beings, both of you, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I see that. So they could definitely, this person sees you as the divine feminine, and if that's not about you, you could flip this, right? If you feel more like you're the divine masculine in the connection, but they definitely do see you as a very powerful person. Your words have wisdom, your words carry weight, your words carry power. The way that you communicate is not defensive because the sword is down. It's more of like you're very sure of the things that you speak about. That could come in with what I was picking up on. Like, you guys could be very psychic. So the words that you speak, they hold a lot of weight, a lot of wisdom. They resonate at a deep, deep level with your person. They see you as this empress. They see you as like the complete embodiment of divine feminine energy. Interesting. Nine of Wands again. All right. Let me get a little more specific here, and let's ask your person what do they want to say to you. That's too many. Three of Wands. Um, they're saying be on the lookout. I'm headed your way. There's something about action, adventure, right? Luck. Again, action, adventure, luck. There's something about this person wanting to let you know that they're on their way to you, but and if it's not, if you guys are already communicating and you're in each other's lives anyways, it's more of like this truth about how they feel for you. A lot of love, unconditional love, it's on its way to be revealed to you. You're about to get confirmation, like you're about to hear from the horse's mouth. I'm hearing the fact that she's looking to binoculars too, that's really interesting. It's almost like they're saying you don't have to look that hard. You just look into my eyes and you'll see the truth. Six of Pentacles, yeah. You'll see how I truly feel about you. Give, receive, family. Yeah, they see you as someone who can reciprocate the same way that they feel about you. Like you love them and they love you, and there's no doubt about it. There's something interesting here too. It's almost like this person is saying that they've been looking for you everywhere as well. You've been looking for them, expecting them. Again, that psychic ability of yours, and they've been looking for you. They've been looking for someone like you for a really long time, or they've realizing that they've always been looking for someone like you, but they didn't know who you were until they actually, like, it's almost like they saw you, they perceived you, they were in contact with you, and now there's no need to look any further. They realize this is a very equal, balanced relationship, or it has the potential to be, if you're not in a relationship per se yet, but you definitely know of each other. You've perceived each other, you've known each other, you've seen each other, which is why I'm picking up on that whole thing of like the eye contact, the being able to see into each other's soul. Everything here just, it keeps looking back at me, and I don't know why that's so intense for me today, but it is. Proposal, quest, prospect, and pride. Look at that, the Knight of Cups. So delivering that Ace of Cups energy, right? Yeah, there's a proposal coming in for you. There's someone here, this person, your person, saying, hey, I have a proposition. Can we take this further? Do you want to develop this and see what comes of it? I see you, you see me. Let's do this. There's something. Again, their confidence is very, very much there. Like they're not afraid to speak their mind when it comes to your connection. They're not afraid to confidently say, hey, I know that you love me just as much as I love you. Let's do this. Let's try this out. I know there's potential here. Let's try this out. There's something about that, like very truthful, very like straight to the point, very clear communication, which is lovely. It's lovely. That's what you both need, okay? Because that 9 of Wands energy, where like, you kind of like, again, you put up a wall a bit because you don't want to get hurt again or something like that. Maybe both of you have experienced that, which is why this person is very clear with their intentions. Yeah, look at that. Another 6, another balanced energy. 6 of Swords, explore, discovery, moving on. Yeah. It's like this offer, this proposal, this prospect of love. Look at that, an eye. I'm telling you. The eyes. And I just keep hearing the eyes are the window to the soul. That could definitely be something you've said to them or they've said to you. Or they could have always really loved your eyes. Could have told you that you had beautiful eyes. Your eyes could be very captivating. Their eyes could be very captivating. Again, I have to keep saying it. The eye contact here, chef's kiss, okay? Like you feel, you know how sometimes we struggle to make eye contact with certain people? Or it's just like intuitively, like you don't want to look at their eyes because you feel like there's something there you don't want to look at, like something like that. Not with this person. You can look into their eyes forever, and it's not uncomfortable. It's actually welcoming. Okay, that's significant for you. If you have someone that makes you feel that way, this is who we're speaking about here. Okay, because that is so significant. Wow. Nine of Pentacles, comfort, accomplishment, prosperity, stability. You have a lot of you're probably in this stage. This is the lady in waiting. This is very much Empress energy, like baby Empress energy. But you are an Empress, but this is baby Empress energy. It's kind of like throughout this throughout your relationship with this person, there's been different moments, different things happening, right? You were looking for each other. It's like you found each other. Then there was the need for reciprocity. Maybe it wasn't quite there yet, but then the love is still there, right? So moving into calmer waters, going towards the things that both of you deserve, right, has landed both of you in this state of, again, prosperity. Like I said, there's something about following your dreams, being authentically yourself, both of you, pursuing what you want and being successful at it. So you're reaching this point of success, and here it is, a new beginning, a very passionate new beginning. So it says good news and communication. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Falling under this the swords. Good news and communication indeed. And it is divinely orchestrated as well, because the ones always make me think of spirit. But it's also very much grounded in your reality. You have really good cards here, Pile 3 as well. Good cards about like earth energy wise, like the fact that you have a lot of earth energy over here too. But earth energy wise, you have very good solid things here. The Six of Pentacles being a reciprocity, a give and take, a very a very balanced thing, a very balanced connection. And then the Nine of Pentacles, again, the prosperity, the being at the precipice of the Ten of Pentacles, which is family, union, marriage. Look at that, another ace. Nice. Not another. I thought I had another ace here. I don't. So the Ace of Swords. Again, that communication. Good news. Yeah, change, decision, action, and success. I literally was just speaking about success. I can't make that shit up. Yeah. Some of you could be readers yourselves. Or some of you definitely like do some kind of divination. You're definitely psychic, okay? Because again and again, I'm being like, every card that I pull kind of just confirms what I've been speaking about, and that's really magical. That's usually your energy. It's not just me doing the things. It's usually you guys. Look, what did I fucking just said? Yeah, didn't. I love it. I love spirit. Thank you so much for the confirmations. Thank you for your person and you for being fucking magical, you guys. Seriously. This dude has an eye in his pendant. I cannot. Wow. Inheritance, family, prosperity. You have a lot of prosperity. You have a lot of success. You have a lot of beautiful energy between you two. It's like when you come together, you truly are going to change each other's lives for the better. And not just each other's lives. It's like it's outwardly. You're going to make a big impact in the world. Your love is so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful love. Wow. Didn't I say you were the precipice of the 10? of Pentacles, and here the Ten of Pentacles is. You definitely are getting there, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing so great, honestly. You guys, you and your person, you're on it, man. You really are like, yeah, well, yeah, you're magicians. That makes sense. Power, action, skills. Yeah. The eye again. Oof, that eye. Ooh, interesting. Eye. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Interesting too. Interesting phrase. Phrases could be significant. You could like phrases. You could like quotes and stuff like that. So does your person. Oh, wow. I just realized something. So this deck, I'm going to leave it here with the Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. And another six, which I love. Again, success, triumph, victory, glory. Okay. Yes. And the owl, the owls are so wise. They're so spiritual. They're messengers from the divine. This is a message of your divinity, quite literally. Okay, I was gonna say that this deck actually has a quote for every single card, which I freaking love because I'm someone who loves quotes. Now I'm wondering what quote I should read you because I'm not gonna read you all of them, but let me see. We'll figure it out together. I'm actually gonna shuffle these, and whatever card comes out, I'll read you that quote, and I'm gonna trust that is significant for you. Okay, I'm just gonna pick one from here. From all of the ones that came out. I feel like I should have read you the Empress, but okay, Six of Pentacles. We'll do that. And Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I'll read you both. All right. I didn't know that this deck had that, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this was meant for me. I love quotes. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Oh my God, no, it was the Six of Pentacles. I'm sorry. It says, when we show our respect to the other living things, they respond with this respect to us. Again, I'm having a really hard time reading today. I am very sorry about that. I apologize in advance. And then I don't know what Mercury is doing or anything like that, but maybe there is something going on with Mercury. You are never too old to set another goal or dream, or to dream a new dream. Oof. Yeah. That's you. Your confidence in your ability and your dreams and what you could do. It's you got this. You got this, Pal 3. You're doing it. And so is your person. All right. Let's get into your oracles here. Ooh, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. That leads me back to the Nine of Wands energy of kind of like you having walls up because you were the warrior kind of thing, and then you took accountability and you're like, well, if I keep putting up walls, I'm actually like deterring myself from being in connections, and being in connection is what has taught me so much. So it's like you shifted. There's no blame to be had. There's no blaming yourself for being like gullible or stupid or falling or foolish for falling in love or whatever it is. And there's no blame in the other person for hurting you or maybe teaching you a lesson in the harshest way or whatever. There's no blame. Okay, there's no blame at all. You've integrated this soul lesson, and I feel like this person has done the same as well. Yeah, you guys are very mirrored. Very mirrored. Ooh, 17 reptilians, predator, survival, and tyrannical. What? I don't know what that is. All right. Oh, like tyranny? Maybe. Maybe that's what that means. Yeah, probably. Let me read it because that is an interesting part. My goodness. My goodness, Fall 3. You guys are like a mixed bag of everything. Reptilian beings are very close genotype to their alpha Docranian allies and have close ties with them. They are also typically are known to be malevolent, cruel, volatile, and intimidating. They have been associated with Many abduction reports. Oh my goodness. Okay. They originated with Alpha Draconian systems in the Orion constellation. Ooh, Orion's belt could be significant for you guys. This is page 55. 55 could be significant for you as well. Interesting. Okay. So it says their convoluted Earth history is similar to the Alpha Dorcadians in that it seems to steam back to the ancient civilizations with crossbreeding anomalies with the off-planet Anunnaki of Sumer and widespread planetary Nephilim beings. A type of reptilian stands 6 to 8 feet tall with thick lizard-like skin ranging in green to brown tones and have a lizard-like head and eyes. And the fact that they brought up eyes. And they have some shape-shifting abilities, okay? So the good things about these cards, or the bad things, I don't even know, okay? Relax, acceptance, allowance, surrender, fair, healthy competition. So maybe, okay, interesting. And the fact that we have a pentacle here, but it's in reverse, very interesting too. This is the thing. And I'm not here spinning shit around for it to be love and light and that kind of bullshit. That's not what I'm about to say. But, I feel like whenever I give a disclaimer, it's probably because someone's going to receive it this way. However, these two come together, I feel like. Because if you think about it, like if you're a being who feels like they have a lot of shadow work to do, and then therefore you integrate a lot of blame, not just in others, but you blame yourself for a lot of things, but you're working through that. It's how you allow your love to really come in, and like love of self kind of like expels from you, and then you're able to tap into like unconditional universal love, right? There's something about that as a lesson for you guys. These two, I feel, come together. There's no blaming the shadows. There's no blaming the bad in the world. There's no blaming like any of that. There's no blame. It is a lot of accountability for your own things, for what you're feeling, what you've been through, up to a certain point, obviously, because